There are times when the world seems to lose its balance. Plans change. What felt solid suddenly doesn't anymore. And in those moments, we realize something we usually forget. We cannot control everything that happens outside ourselves. Maybe we can't know what tomorrow will bring, but we can breathe. We can stay together. We can help each other. And we can remember that even after the deepest upheaval, calm eventually returns. A day can start out completely normal, and then suddenly something shifts. Our plans don't matter anymore. What we took for granted no longer feels safe, and a feeling we all know too well sets in: uncertainty. It might happen because you lost a job that gave you security, because an important relationship ended, because your financial plans fell apart, or simply because the world around you seems increasingly unpredictable. You look ahead and can't see a clear path. Everything you used to take for granted becomes uncertain, and that lack of answers creates a constant knot in your stomach. In those moments, it's completely natural to feel a mix of fatigue and despair. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing that hits your mind is a rush of questions. What am I going to do now? How am I going to fix this? What if things never get better? We've been taught to measure our peace of mind by how many guarantees we have. We like feeling as though we have the whole map, knowing what's going to happen next month or next year. And when that map disappears, we panic. We try to force solutions, demand immediate answers from ourselves, and feel guilty for not knowing where to go. Yet, if you look at how nature works, you realize that uncertainty isn't a glitch in the system. It's a normal part of life's rhythm. Plants don't know for sure how many sunny days they'll get in the spring, but they sprout anyway. Rivers can't see the ocean from their source, but they keep moving forward, adapting to every bend in the land. Traditions of thought that observed nature understood that the key to getting through dark moments isn't fighting the fog or demanding guarantees that don't exist. The key is learning to walk step by step when visibility is low. Today, we're going to reflect on how to handle those times when there seems to be no clear way out, how to let go of the need to control everything, and how to recover your peace of mind amidst doubt. When we find ourselves in a tough situation, our first reaction is to try and fix it as fast as possible. We want to make a quick decision, even if it's not the best one, just to get rid of the discomfort of not knowing what's going to happen. This rush comes from a fear of uncertainty. Our brain has a hard time living with blank spaces. It would rather take a bad answer than no answer at all, because doubt feels dangerous. But when you make decisions out of desperation or fear, you often end up making things more complicated. It's like trying to run through a dark forest at night without a flashlight. You're almost guaranteed to trip over the first root in your path. Wisdom that observes natural rhythms suggests a different approach, learning to hold the doubt without panicking. Accepting that you don't have the answer today doesn't mean you're incapable or that you've given up. It means honestly acknowledging that current conditions aren't right for making a final decision. It means understanding that some problems need time to settle before the solution becomes clear. When you stop demanding that your mind solve everything right this second, you free up a huge amount of energy. Calm doesn't arrive when you suddenly understand everything. It arrives when you accept that for now, it's okay not to know. One of the main reasons uncertainty feels so painful is our own mental rigidity. We build a very specific idea of how our life should look. We decide that we must have a certain job, live in a certain place, or maintain stability in a very specific way. And when reality breaks that picture, we feel like our entire life has failed. In nature, what is rigid and hard is usually the first thing to break in a storm. A dry branch that won't bend with the wind ends up snapping in half. In contrast, younger, flexible plants bend, Let the strong wind pass and stay intact once the storm is over. True emotional strength works the exact same way. It isn't about forcefully resisting change or pretending things haven't gotten hard. It's about having the ability to adapt.
Adapting means looking at the new reality, no matter how different or uncomfortable it is compared to what you planned, and asking yourself, given that things are like this right now, what is the most sensible way to move forward? When you stop fighting facts you cannot change, you stop wasting energy on complaining. You become lighter, more agile in responding to the unexpected, and better able to find creative solutions that you couldn't see before because you were focused entirely on what you had lost. It's easy to fall into the idea that life should be a process of continuous, non-stop growth. We demand that we always stay motivated, always produce, and always push upward. And when a period of stagnation, sadness, or uncertainty arrives, we treat it like a personal flaw. However, the natural world shows us that continuous growth doesn't exist. Life moves in cycles. There are seasons of spring and summer where everything blooms, things go well, and energy is high. But there are also seasons of autumn and winter where leaves fall, energy pulls back into the roots, and the landscape looks quiet on the outside. If a tree tried to bear fruit in the middle of winter, it would exhaust itself and die. It needs that cold period of rest beneath the soil to gather the nutrients required to bloom again in the next season. Periods of hopelessness or uncertainty in your life are often your own personal winter. They are moments when your system is asking you to take a step back, slow down, and stop demanding a level of output you simply can't give right now. Don't be afraid of these quiet phases. They don't mean your life is over or that you've lost your way forever. They are simply the time you need to rethink your priorities, let go of what no longer serves you, and prepare the ground for whatever comes next. When you feel overwhelmed by the future, the problem is usually the scale you're looking at. You're trying to solve the next 5 years of your life from your kitchen table on a Tuesday afternoon. It's impossible not to feel overwhelmed when you place demands of that size on yourself. The practical way to navigate through the fog is to shrink your focus dramatically. If you can't see what's going to happen next year, don't try to solve it today. If you don't know what to do about next month, set it aside for a moment. Ask yourself only, what is the most sensible, reasonable thing I can do in the next 3 hours? Sometimes the answer isn't a grand strategic plan. Sometimes the answer is simply making a decent meal, tidying your workspace, answering an email, going for a 30-minute walk, or going to bed early to regain your strength. Focusing on a small present action brings 2 huge benefits. It brings back your sense of agency. You stop being a passive victim of circumstances and become someone making choices about their day. It lowers anxiety immediately. The mind calms down when it has a concrete, manageable task in its hands. You don't need to see the whole road to take the next step. You only need to see the patch of ground right in front of your feet. Take that step with care, and when you get there, the next one will appear. To keep uncertainty from pulling you under in your daily life, it helps to rely on small routines that keep you grounded while your environment changes. Here are 3 simple guidelines you can apply whenever you feel like you're losing your footing. First, protect your daily energy. When things are chaotic outside, that's when you need to take the best care of your basic habits. Try to keep regular sleep hours, eat simple foods that feel good, and move your body daily. When your environment is uncertain, physical stability becomes your main anchor. Second, filter excess information. Constantly checking news, comparing your situation with others on social media, or obsessively talking about your problems only keeps your mind on high alert. Set limits on what you let in. Choose specific times to check updates or handle tasks and protect the rest of your day from unnecessary stress.
Third, keep your attention on what is in your control. Whenever you catch yourself worrying about something you can't directly change, like global events, other people's choices, or the future, pause. Gently redirect your attention to the few things you can control: your attitude, your effort today, and how you treat the people around you. It is completely normal to feel afraid when things aren't clear. It is normal to feel tired when you've been carrying a difficult situation for a long time. Don't judge yourself for feeling this way. But remember that no phase of life is permanent. Just as moments of great joy eventually settle, moments of uncertainty and doubt also pass. Reality is constantly shifting, and this situation that feels so heavy today will find its way forward over time.
You don't need to have all the answers today. You don't need to be perfect or act invulnerable. It is enough to keep moving forward one step at a time, taking care of yourself in your daily routine, adapting to what comes, and trusting that you have what it takes to get through this, just as you've gotten through other challenging times in the past. Let me know in the comments, what is one small step you can take today to regain a little calm amidst uncertainty? I look forward to reading your thoughts. Thank you for sharing this time for reflection. If these words brought you clarity, subscribe to keep exploring ways to live with more peace and presence. Have a peaceful day and keep walking at your own pace.